Today we're going to dive into one of my favorite topics, and that's the mixing of the major and minor pentatonic scales over a blues. And in this lesson, I'll be teaching you a solo played over a 12-bar blues in A major. And this solo combines the major and minor pentatonic scales together. We'll analyze it, we'll discuss it, and by the end of the video, you'll have the knowledge to incorporate what you've learned into your own playing. But first, let me play you the example that I'm teaching you today. Hi friends, my name is Damian Bacci and welcome to my back room here in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. Now the minor pentatonic scale sounds great over a blues, and it's one of the first scales that we tackle when we're learning to solo over a blues. The major pentatonic sounds great as well over a blues. It gives our blues a happy and brighter feel. But when we combine both scales together, instead of just alternating from one scale to the next, well, that's where the magic happens. Because when we do that, we make an average sounding solo sound much more exciting. And did you know that by creating a hybrid scale of the minor and major pentatonic, well, that's what your favorite blues guitarists and rock gods have been using to create their killer guitar solos. And you know, mixing both scales is a great balance of happy and sad. And when you play a guitar solo that combines both of these scales, it's really the true sound of the blues. Now the example that I'm teaching you today is in the key of A, and I was soloing over a basic 12-bar blues progression. And the chords are A7, D7, and E7. And over a major blues, you can play minor pentatonic and major pentatonic. And as a refresher, here's the A minor pentatonic scale in the first position. And here is the A major pentatonic scale in the second position. And when we superimpose these two scales together, it looks like this. And friends, so many great licks and phrases can be found within these group of notes. And when we superimpose these two scales together, our lines can say so much more than if we were just playing the minor pentatonic. Now when we superimpose the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic, we're now adding the second, third, and sixth intervals to the minor pentatonic pattern. And both scales share the fifth and the root. Now before I show you how I played the solo with on-screen tabs slowly and close up, let me just go over each lick that I played and how it corresponds to mixing the scales together. Now, when using this new hybrid scale pattern, you could just simply meander through the scale and play by feel, and that can certainly work by trial and error. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's how I did a lot of my learning on the guitar when I was younger. And I do encourage you to experiment with different patterns and licks within this new hybrid scale. And now that you know what the scale looks like, maybe certain phrases and licks that you've heard before will just start to click. Now, a general school of thought by many players who utilize this hybrid major and minor pentatonic scale over a blues use this rule of thumb. Over the 1 chord, they play major sounding ideas, and over the 4 and 5 chords, they play minor sounding ideas. And that does work. In fact, it works very well. But you can certainly mix things up and change it around as well. Now, before I show you how I played the solo with on-screen tabs slowly and close up, let me just go over each lick that I played and how it corresponds to mixing the scales together. Now in the solo example that I'm teaching you today, I put some thought into what I was playing over each chord. So let's go over that. Now over the A7, I played this. Now Now these licks have a major tonality to them by adding that major third into it. And these licks fit great over the 1 chord A7 because they contain the root, the major third, the perfect fifth, and the minor seventh. And those chord tones are what makes up an A7 chord. Now when it starts off, when I play the lick, it ends on the perfect fifth. And then when I play it again, it ends on the minor seventh. And these are the most effective chord tones to target over the A7. Now we move to the 4 chord D7, and I played this lick. Now this note C is the minor third, and I'm kind of targeting that. And this C note can be found in D7. And this F sharp note is also found in the D7 chord as well. Now it's back to the 1 chord A7 again, and I'm channeling another major sounding lick. And the chord tones within this lick is the root, minor seventh, perfect fifth, and major third. Okay, so now we're playing over bars 9 and 10, which will be the 5 chord E7 over bar 9, and bar 10 will be playing the 4 chord, which is D7. And this is what I'm playing. Now in the first part of the lick, you'll hear these E7 chord tones. E, D, and B. And over the D7, I'm targeting the C note here, which is one of the strongest notes to target over the D7. Now we're back over the 1 chord for the last 2 bars. And I play this. And again, this lick targets a major tonality, which is extremely popular to do in blues over the 1 chord. And I'm also hitting some really strong chord tones. These target notes are the major third, the perfect fifth, the minor seventh, and I'm ending the lick on the root. And now for those who just want to see me play this solo with on-screen tabs, well, your time has come. You've waited patiently, so now let me show you what I was playing. Oh, and before I forget, at the end of this lesson, I've supplied a backing track for you to use to practice this solo with. Okay, here's the tabs. Well friends, that's all the time that we have for this lesson today. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the major and minor pentatonic hybrid scale and how to use it over a 12-bar blues. My goal with this video was to give guitarists that aha moment and hopefully open up a few new avenues to approach playing blues solos. Now gang, if you happen to enjoy some of the licks that I was playing today, and you're enjoying this style of guitar playing, I just wanted to let you know that I have 2 great full-length courses on rockabilly guitar and on jump blues guitar. Both are available on my website at damianbacci.com. All of the lessons come with PDF file guitar tabs and backing tracks, and both courses are available as a DVD or as a download. Ultimate rockabilly guitar and good rockin' guitar will not disappoint. And now friends, I'd like to leave you with some inspiring words. Don't let yourself ever be controlled by these 3 things: people, money, and the past. And with that friends, I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Much love to you all, stay safe, and I'll see you soon in another guitar lesson. Take care everybody, and bye-bye.